dogs love him, but maybe just a little bit too much.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we're going to be reacting to a show called It's Me or the Dog, and this apparently is just marriage counseling with dogs added in. You're going to see shortly that this guy has some serious issues with leaving his ex-wife alone and has some weird boundary issues with these dogs. But I don't want to spoil anything. It's very cringy. Make sure you keep watching till the end. And without further ado, let's get into it.
I've been divorced for 10 years. Steven, my ex-husband, he's willing and able to come help me with the kids and the dogs.
So you might see this first part of this clip and think, Grimm, this seems like a normal family function. You know, these people got divorced, but this guy is still being an MVP and being there for his kids and the dogs here, which sounds nice and dandy, I get that, but we haven't gotten to the weird part yet. Check this out.
Every time he comes in, all of them want to lick his teeth and his mouth.
Disgusting, Dad.
So yeah, I told you guys this one was gonna be cringe, but this dude is over here letting just about every one of these tiny little dogs that are around yip-yapping around their house, eating God knows what, who knows what these tongues have touched today, and he's letting them search around his mouth like they're digging for treasure. Look, I get it, there's dog people out there, and there's definitely people that are super friendly with their dogs, but this to me is just too weird, very unsanitary, and I feel bad for these kids. They gotta hang out, and the only time they get to see their dad, he's over here getting a tooth cleaning from their dog.
I do poop patrol.
Oh, and you've got,
All the time.
you have installed tissue there,
With
paper
spray
towels with spray
and
right
mops.
there.
That's right, they have a lady that runs around this house explicitly cleaning up dog accidents that are going on because there's so many of these little dogs and they're all so untrained. And you know you got it bad when you have a total setup in the wall over here with a paper towel roll and some disinfectant spray. That is just too many accidents going down if you just have that on deck. Your wall should not be a custodial closet.
So 3 wee-wee pads in your dining room. It would be
Yeah.
nice if we could get rid of those, wouldn't it?
That
And I doubt they ever use this room. I mean, you got the Bowflex and a bunch of poo pads hanging out. Not quite the environment you want when you're eating with your family. And I'm guessing these people are gonna have a lot of work to do with how many dogs they have and just how poorly they're all trained. They basically run around this house like they're the kings of the house, and this lady lets them walk all over her. And well, the guy's not stepping in because the only time he's here, he's getting his teeth licked by him.
Why has your mom got so many dogs?
When she finds something cute, she always is like, oh, I want it. And then my stepdad goes running and he's trying to win her back.
So that's part of the problem here. This woman sees a cute puppy and she's like, oh my God, I gotta have it. And this guy's thinking, oh man, I know she already has 6 or 7 dogs, but this might be the one. This might be the thing that allows me to get back into her life. And it's kind of sad. This is this guy's act of desperation. He buys her all these dogs and then also has to come over and take care of them, even though he can't still live with this woman. And he just wants some love from her. It's quite sad.
How long have they been divorced for?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years, yet he's still trying to win her back?
Yeah.
And for over 10 years, he's been doing this advanced simping. It's quite incredible the dedication this man has. He is not giving up. I will give him that. Look, I don't know how their relationship went or what ended up making them get divorced. I'm sure there were some serious issues that they had to work out that they just didn't feel was worth it for the relationship anymore. But it's hard to hear how much work this man's putting in and see that he doesn't have any results. Like, why is this still going on, dude? Throw in the towel. You're not making it back into this family's life. Yo, real quick before we move on, guys, do me a big favor. My analytics show that only 39% of you watching are actually subscribed. I don't know what's up with that, but if you guys are already watching the videos every day, you might as well join the Grimm Squad officially, so hit that subscribe button.
so for the kids.
And then anytime someone knocks on the door, these dogs just erupt. I don't understand the people who just own a bunch of dogs like this. Isn't that annoying? Like, that is just going on over and over? Also, what is up with this staircase? We gotta track down whoever actually did this contract and put this cheetah print carpeting on your stairs and get their business shut down because they're just not thinking straight. They're not doing what is right. That is like just not supposed to be a thing. Please, nobody out there try to recreate this. This is the most tasteless stair set I have ever seen.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil.
There you go.
And then as they're talking about him, this guy just pulls up. Apparently, anytime he has free time, he comes over to this house, sits on this horrendous staircase, and plays with these half-dozen dogs. Like, get a life, my dude.
Seriously.
This one loves me.
Do you allow her to lick in your mouth?
Yes, for hours.
This is just hard to watch at this point. Also, as I'm doing this commentary, I just paused on a freeze frame of this dog's tongue just fully going hard. I don't understand how he finds this acceptable. Your dogs can show you love in many other ways when they wag their tail and they shake their head when you pet them. Just interact with your dog like a normal person. This is making me so uncomfortable, dude. Just please help me forget that this exists somehow.
Stacy's ex-husband, Steven, and the dogs love him, but maybe just a little bit too much.
And he's not just doing this when he walks in the door. The entire time he's at this house, hanging out with his ex-wife, trying to win her back, and talking to the kids. He's just letting these things go ham while he's speaking. And I could not have normal conversation with this guy if he was doing this. Like, get out of my face with that, bro. Nobody wants to see that.
I have to say, that's probably one of the most disgusting. Seriously.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm glad this woman is just being very serious right now with how gross this is. Someone had to call him out on that. Why this woman lets him come over and crash at her house the entire day when he's not working, even though they've been divorced for 10 years, and allows him to sit here and do this is beyond me. I'd be like, dude, if you're gonna be a loser and hanging out here all day, at least don't be weird and let these dogs lick your face the entire time.
I didn't like it in the beginning. I was really grossed out, but I love them and they just don't stop. They're relentless, so I just gave in.
Man, this guy was a terrible dog parent. He's like, yeah, I didn't like it, but, you know, they just wouldn't stop, so I guess my mouth is theirs now. Like, dude, you can discipline your dogs. Just tell them don't do that when they start licking your face. It's as simple as that. We do that with our dog, and he is perfectly trained to not lick our faces like 10% of the time. He still tries all the freaking time, but you know what? He'll learn one day. And these dogs can learn as well. You just gotta tell them no, dude.
Some of these dogs eat poop. The little
Yeah, the
ones
ones
eat
that
poop.
eat poop, I try not to allow them.
Aspen just like
That is the most halfway answer that I've ever heard in response to that disgusting point that she just brought up. He's like, yeah, I try to avoid those ones. You know, they still sneak their little tongues in every once in a while, but what do? They're dogs. They love me.
Stacey and I are exes and sometimes a little more than good friends, sometimes not, depending on.
And this lady is giving him the side eye of the century. I love that little sound effect. Boom. Right as it zooms in on her face. She is not happy he brought that up. So apparently, you know, there still is a bit of a chance. I'm getting a total vibe that this woman, you know, kind of strings him along when it's convenient for her and when it's necessary, because there would be no other reason this guy is hanging out 10 years later if he didn't think there was a semblance of a chance that they could be together still, or again. Quit leading them on, lady, and then you won't get called out on TV like this, all right?
Is it difficult for you to take a step away from the woman you love? I mean, is it hard? Because shouldn't you be dating somebody else and
Yeah,
having
I
your
have.
own life?
And dude, the funniest thing about this is, guys, you gotta remember, this is the show about dogs. There is no conversation of the dogs at this point. She's kind of dropped the issue of him just letting them lick around his mouth, and now this is full-on marriage counseling. I was not lying. They need to rename this show to Intense Marriage Counseling Plus Dogs. That would be a way more accurate description.
Our house has become like a dumpster. The dogs can pee and poop anywhere.
And these poor kids are just living in a war zone. These dogs are tearing up this house. And then in between that, they have their mom fighting with their dad and just being totally annoying in that way. Plus, they gotta walk up these god-awful steps every time they get to their room. I really can't stop looking at this because it's in every single shot.
The dogs are going to get an opportunity to go outside 8 times a day.
And the genius advice that this dog trainer gives this woman is let your dogs outside to use the restroom and to play. Why this is new information to her and that wasn't an idea that she's already tried, I do not know. But apparently this woman wanted a cat and realized that she can't really have that with all these little dogs, yet she keeps getting more. So please stop doing that.
I know that you still have feelings for Stacey, but she's trying to move on. She needs space.
So then after talking with the guy here, she's basically explaining that, look, this is not a good environment for your kids or these dogs to have you hanging around here and starting fights with your ex-wife and trying so desperately to win her back. Everyone can see right through what you're doing, and it's just kind of cringy. So she's basically saying, dude, give her some space and work on yourself, which I think is the best advice he could possibly receive right now.
Right.
I'm going to try from now on to take a big step back and let Stacey do her thing and go our separate ways.
So hey, we got a happy ending here. The guy is finally realizing the error of his ways, and he's gonna try to focus on himself and back away from the situation where he's coming over to this house, trying to win over his wife, and then takes an L and sits around getting his teeth cleaned by dogs for 6 hours before she kicks him out for like the 20th time that month. It's a vicious cycle. They're never gonna get out of it, so Hopefully he takes this advice for real, and I just wanted to show you guys this show. It's quite insane, and I don't see many people reacting to it, but I saw this link on the Cringe subreddit, and I just had to share. Anyways, as always, let me know what you guys thought down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.